What is it? Oh, Mudaththir. Mudaththir. Correct. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Sallallahu wa sallam ala Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Imma ba'd, we are continuing our studies in the work entitled al-Aqeedah, al-Waasitiyyah, entitled the Creed of Wasit, has been authored by Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. May Allah the Exalted bestow expansive mercy upon his soul as he passes in the year 728 after the Hijrah. And we are moving forward with our exercise as we examine verses in the Book of Allah that speak to and affirm attributes of Allah. And in our exercise, we are reading through ayat, and we're following with our books and our noble Qur'ans or whatever translation that you may have with you, and we are identifying which attributes are within the attributes that we have that we will be mentioning from what the author has listed out. And we still have quite a ways to go, so we want to make some headway. At this point, we hope that we're familiar with the exercise and we can build a degree of flow. So the last verse that we took was verse 195 in Al-Baqarah. Al-Baqarah 195. That verse was وَأَحْسِنُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And be well or perform with excellence. Certainly Allah loves those who are excellent. And we spoke to the fact that this particular verse, it affirms the attribute of mahabba. It affirms the attribute of love. Again, that is Al-Baqarah 195. And we'll give you a freebie. We're moving on now to the chapter Al-Hujurat, verse number 9. Al-Hujurat is chapter 49. So chapter 49 is Al-Hujurat, verse number 9. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala says, وَأَقْسِطُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُقْسِطِينَ. And be just. Certainly, Allah loves those who are just. Again, Al-Hujurat, verse number 9. And be just. Certainly, Allah loves those who are just. So, in this particular verse, which attribute of Allah is being affirmed? Say it again. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Which attribute of Allah do you see there? And be just. Certainly Allah loves those who are just. Huh? Our sisters want to take a shot? What do we see? Say it again. Good. So let's start with that. His ability to be just. Now, in this verse, the attribute of being just is attributed to who? Is it attributed to Allah or other than Allah? And be just. Certainly Allah loves those who are just. Right? So it's a commandment. Aqsitu, and be just. So who is he commanding there? Mankind, humanity. Right? So justice is attributed to humanity here. Right? And he loves those who are just, meaning those amongst humanity and the jinn who are just. Right? So this particular verse is not necessarily affirming justice for Allah, although that is from his attributes, that he is just. So here we see which attribute? Love. Right? Inna Allaha yuhib. Certainly Allah loves. Right? So love is an attribute of Allah. Love is an attribute of perfection. And when humanity loves, we become more holistic human beings. We move on to the next chapter, At-Tawbah, verse number 7. The chapter At-Tawbah, verse number 7. And we'll still help you out. It's chapter number 9. Surah At-Tawbah, verse number 7, the 9th chapter, the 7th verse. فَمَا اسْتَقَامُوا لَكُمْ فَاسْتَقِيمُوا لَهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ yuhibbul muttaqin. As long as they are straight with you, be straight with them. Certainly Allah loves those who are the muttaqin. Certainly Allah loves those who are pious. Tawbah. 7. 7. فَمَا اسْتَقَامُوا لَكُمْ فَاسْتَقِيمُوا لَهُمْ. As long as they are straight with you, then you be straight with them. Certainly Allah loves the muttaqin, those who are the people of taqwa. Which attribute do we see here? Love. Love, right? Good. What is taqwa? Allah loves the people of taqwa. So what is taqwa? We translate it as piety, a state of God consciousness. People will colloquially say fearing Allah, right? But what is taqwa?
To place a barrier between yourself and the punishment of Allah.
Good, good. So in the root word of taqwa, you have waqa, which is to shield oneself. So with taqwa, the understanding is that you are utilizing the obedience of Allah to shield you from the punishment of Allah. This is what is going on there. We'll say that again. With taqwa, you are utilizing obedience to Allah to shield yourself from the punishment of Allah. Along with this, a person can say that taqwa is imtithalu awamirillah wajtinabu nawahi, that it is to comply with the commandments of Allah and to abstain from His prohibitions. Talq ibn Habib al-Basri, he mentions that taqwa, it is to act upon obedience to Allah, upon a light from Allah, all the while hoping for the reward of Allah. So again, Talq ibn Habib al-Basri, from the ancient Muslims, he says that it is to act in obedience to Allah upon a light from Allah, all the while hoping for the mercy of Allah, and to abstain from disobedience to Allah upon a light from Allah, all the while fearing the punishment of Allah. And it is to abstain from disobedience to Allah upon a light